What's up? What's up? What's up? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the other gang. Market Cipher B, the old famous Market Cipher B. Let's look into it. How can I show you how I use it in order to help me become a profitable trader? So let's jump into it. We have some beautiful resource page on our Discord, so don't forget to join us. We have things like this in the Discord to help you look at Market Cipher B. We'll talk about this. So we got 6 oscillators optimized to consolidate into one. Green dots at the bottom here. Look at them, beautiful green dots marking bottoms, right? Ultimate marker, barometer, and trade initiator. Hakeem Ashley or regular candles. Okay, so we got momentum waves. We got yellow VWAP waves. We've got green dots. We've got the bar down below letting us know which way money flow is coming in and out of the market. We have the RSI up top and the stochastic as well up top. And we'll get into how we use all these things in this video. It helps us find divergence, price action, whether bearish, whether bullish. We can use this to help us make good trades. Jump in, get good trades, be profitable. So how can we use this? All these hidden divergences and stuff like that. So yes, it's great and fine and dandy to look at that, but how can we apply this to our charts? Okay, that was a breathful. So this is how I use it. Market Cipher B. Here are my settings. So I've changed the colors around. I've changed the VWAP to a line. I've changed the money flow to my channel colors, right? So you can see here my setups, way I got it. I keep the inputs the same. I do not mess with the inputs, but we have to realize some certain things that are on here and that are not on here. So we got this trigger 1 and trigger 2. This pops up. This is an overbought trigger and an oversold trigger here of where to buy. It pops up on the Market Cipher B. I do not need it because I already have the overbought and the oversold marked orange on my chart. So I already know where that is. So just be sure to know what you got turned on, turned off. This is how I set it up in order to make it easy for me to see, to understand, and to read for myself, right? So let's jump in. We can see here when we zoom in, we have the stochastic RSI here switching from green or red to green, you know, bullish, bearish, red being down, green being up, and then we have the regular RSI here. Now we have to understand that we have the top of the RSI, which is here, this dotted line, and the bottom is the 0 dotted line here that I have in light blue. Now the light blue 0 line is very important for us to recognize. That stochastic comes, it's oversold. Now it's overbought, right? So it has this oscillator movement within this channel. It has nothing to do with this channel down here. Took me a while to realize that, but you know, overall, we got to learn our indicator, right? So this 0 line, why is it so important? Well, it tells us when crossovers occur, especially with money flow. We can see money flow will come up and it'll test the 0 line and then it'll stay in the 0 line, you know, and it won't always duck below. It can act as a support or a resistance as well. So we will get into that as well. So why is this so helpful? Why does it show us? It shows momentum to the upside, momentum to the downside, momentum coming out. There's so many things going on in this thing. So how do I use it to help myself trade? Well, just recently, if we're in on this Bitcoin price, we're checking this out here. So what do we got? We have a beautiful bearish divergence. Now, how do I recognize that? We got a higher high and a lower low. Look how simple that is. And look how well this has played out in our favor. Just off of that alone, we can see beautiful trades set up. Given, right? Took a bit to play out, but it worked, right? It worked. Now, we can also see stochastic going into the red here. May have dipped down a bit, so that wasn't our first one, but the second one here, oversold or overbought, dumps down as well, right? And we have this transition from green, from this big pump, transition from green to the dump. So this is just a quick and easy way to understand where we can find bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. So we're looking for one right now. Where is it? Is it here? Is it coming here? Yes, it is. So is this hidden bullish divergence? Well, it could eventually play out. Now, how do we know the confirmations are here? Well, we're going to be looking on Market Cipher for these red dots and these green dots. And as they pop up, we can have more confirmation and more faith or more idea that it has been confirmed. Now, we have to wait for these things to confirm. So if we go to the weekly here, I was looking this on the weekly, and we can see that we had this red dot, but it hadn't printed the second part of the wave. So you can see we had a red dot, but it hadn't printed this part. So if it's just a red dot right there and it hasn't printed this next section, that means it's not confirmed. That is very important to note. We can't just trade off of red dots, green dots. You see right here on the daily, we have a green dot. Is it confirmed? No, because price hasn't moved enough to the next day in order for us to confirm, and that will be confirmed in 20 hours and 44 minutes. So we'll get a next block here, and the green dot, if it stays, it will stay, right? And then we'll have this confirmed for the day, right? So we got to make sure that these signals are confirmed and that we're trading based off of confluence. So this is one way. Now we can also see that momentum and money flow were coming out. Now, how do we see that? We see this giant arc here. So when I look at this, I can see that there's these humps, right? And I noticed, just for me, on this basis of once we start to curl over and we get about, I'd say 3/4, 2/3 of the way, that's when price really reacts to this money flow. It's more of a secondary leading indicator for us to look further into the future. If I see money flows come up, okay, I'm looking for that curvature back down in order to jump into a short. That's a way I use the money flow. It's more of a long-term indicator rather than, okay, boom, this is the trade setup. Now, if we zoom in, let's go into the 4 hour and see what we can find here. So we can see that we're in a clear downtrend here. Does this show us that we're in a downtrend here? Yes, the stochastic and the RSI have both trickled their way down, and it has been clearly defined, right? We can also see that momentum here has run out of steam, and money flow crossed over on the 4 hour, popped into the red or the purple in my case, and it stayed pretty thick, right? It's come back, but it stayed pretty thick throughout, right? So we haven't seen that full curve yet on the 4 hour. We'll be looking for it shortly, right? To maybe make a move upwards. So as you can see, it's very useful on multiple time frames as well to add confluence to our trades. Now, let's jump into the 12-minute. Now we're getting quite into it, where it's still very strong, but we have to be more cautious. Now, this is where we're going to look for divergences on price in order to help build confluences for us to be more profitable, right? So as you can see, momentum comes up, money flow is coming in and out much faster, and stochastic is a great indicator to show us, okay, red dot brought us down, right? Green dot brought us up, right? So these dots, these confirmations can help us become more profitable. Even right now, as trade moves along this thing, we can see here that our momentum is getting higher, or our price is getting higher, and our momentum is slightly to the downside, except for that one right here, right? Well, what does that one right here say? Well, I see higher and lower, right? So I see a change in market structure, and this would be a possible attempt for a short, which obviously it hasn't fully played out, but it is a much lower time frame. So it can be used in multiple situations. We can see money flows coming out. It could possibly come out here. So I like to use Market Cipher for multiple confluences. It's a great leading indicator. It's helped me throughout my trading journey, and it's helped me become more profitable. So we want to keep our eyes out for, we can't just trade red dots and green dots, but we can look for divergences. We can look for stochastics. We can look for VWAP. And there is a free unpaid version. It's called Vu Manchu, if you haven't heard about it. But the link for my Market Cipher is down in the description below. It is one of my favorite tools for trading. It has helped me immensely on my trading journey, just to help me extract profits from the markets and help me be a more profitable trader. So I hope this helps. If there's any questions I will make another video on them. Just throw them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We go live every single day. We have a free Discord, a great community. We call ourselves the Otter Gang. We have lots of fun. So please drop a like, drop a subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. God bless and take care.